There's a player at your club. You know the one. Doesn't look like an athlete. Doesn't warm up like one. Doesn't even look like he's trying that hard. But somehow, every single time, he gets to the ball first. Every single time. And you're left standing there, lungs burning, legs heavy, wondering what on earth just happened. You trained this week. You pushed yourself, and he still beat you. If that moment sounds familiar, I need you to stay right here for the next 5 minutes because what I'm about to break down is going to completely flip how you think about speed in football. And most people never figure this out in their entire playing career. Quick note before we go any further. Everything in this video is for educational and informational purposes only. The concepts shared here are based on general football performance principles. Always consult a qualified coach or sports professional before making major changes to your training. Now let's get into it. Here's the thing nobody wants to admit. The reason most players feel slow has almost nothing to do with their legs. You've probably spent hours doing sprints, ladder work, cone drills, gym sessions, all chasing that explosive edge. And none of it moved the needle the way you hoped. That's because you've been solving the wrong problem entirely. You've been training your body when the real battle is happening somewhere else completely. In your mind, in your eyes, and in how early you start processing the game around you. Think about the players who have dominated football at the highest level without being the fastest athlete on the pitch. Players who defenders couldn't figure out. Players who made billion-dollar defenders look completely lost. They weren't outrunning anyone. They were outthinking everyone. And they were doing it before the ball even arrived at their feet. That is the secret nobody talks about. Football speed doesn't start when you begin running. It starts before you move at all. Picture two players waiting to receive a pass. The first one waits for the ball, takes a touch, looks up, scans the pitch, thinks about his options, then finally acts. The second one has already been looking over his shoulder every few seconds. Before the ball gets to him, he already knows where the nearest defender is, where the open space is, and exactly what he's going to do. The moment that ball arrives, he's already gone. To everyone watching, player 2 looks electric, but he didn't out-sprint anyone. He just started earlier. That mental head start is what elite footballers call scanning, and research consistently shows that the best players in the world do it more often, more instinctively, and in more pressure situations than everyone else. Make it a habit. Every 2 to 3 seconds, before the ball comes, while it's traveling, while you receive it, check your surroundings. That single habit will make you look and feel faster on the pitch within weeks, not months. Now here's something that's going to sound strange at first. One of the biggest things slowing you down isn't your fitness level. It's tension. Watch an average player sprint under pressure. Shoulders riding up to their ears, jaw locked tight, arms pumping stiffly like 2 planks of wood. Now watch some of the quickest movers in world football. Loose hips, relaxed arms, face almost calm. That looseness isn't accidental. It's actually the physics of movement. Speed requires force to travel through your body efficiently. And force does not travel efficiently through a rigid, tense body. Think about a whip. The reason it cracks is because energy flows freely through it. The moment you make it stiff, all that power dies. Your body works the same way. The more tension you carry, through nerves, through trying too hard, through pressure, the more your muscles literally fight against each other. Before your next session, try this. Drop your shoulders, unclench your jaw, shake out your hands, take a slow breath out. You'll feel the difference instantly. Let's talk about something almost no speed training conversation ever touches. Your feet. Not your stride length, not your hip flexors. Your actual feet. Every single movement on a football pitch starts at the point of contact with the ground. Yet most players spend far more time working their quads and glutes than they ever spend building the muscles and sensory awareness in their feet. Your feet contain dozens of small muscles and hundreds of nerve endings that send real-time feedback to the rest of your body. Weak feet mean your body is getting poor, delayed signals, which means every movement is slightly inefficient, slightly late, slightly off. That adds up over 90 minutes. Stronger feet mean sharper ground contact, better balance, and more explosive first steps. Barefoot juggling, barefoot balance work on grass, gentle barefoot movement drills, these aren't gimmicks. They're building the foundation that everything else depends on. And speaking of first steps, that's actually where most games are won and lost. The average sprint in a real football match is under 10 meters. Most are even shorter. You are not playing a 100-meter race. You're playing a game of explosions. Tiny, sharp, decisive bursts that happen over and over again. So if you're training for top-end speed, you're training for a race that rarely exists in a real match. What you should be training is your first step, how quickly you can go from still to moving, how sharp your reaction is off a trigger, how fast you can cover that first 3 to 5 meters. That's where games are decided. That's where players get separated. Train your acceleration, not your maximum speed. And then there's the one thing that silently destroys more footballers than any fitness issue ever could: fear. Fear of losing the ball. Fear of making the wrong decision in front of your teammates. Fear of looking bad. That fear lives in your body as hesitation. And hesitation is invisible, but its effect on your speed is very real. Think about the best match you've ever played. Were you thinking about every touch? Were you second-guessing yourself? No, you were just playing. Trusting your instincts, reacting without overthinking, and you felt alive. That feeling isn't luck. It's your brain operating without the brake of fear. When your mind isn't in a threat state, it processes faster, reactions sharpen, movements become automatic. The players who look effortlessly quick, they're not fearless because they're better. They're fearless because they've learned to trust what they've trained. So here's what it comes down to. You're probably not as slow as you think you are. You're carrying friction, tension in your body, hesitation in your decisions, fear in your head, and inefficiency in your movement. Remove those things and the speed that was always inside you starts to come through. Scan earlier, relax your body, build your feet, train your acceleration, and stop being afraid to just play. One more thing before you go. Everything covered in this video is general performance education and should not replace personalized coaching or medical advice. If you're dealing with any injury or physical limitation, always speak to a qualified professional first. If this hit different, drop a comment right now. Tell me the one thing from this video you're taking into your next session. And if you want more content like this that actually goes deeper than the surface stuff, subscribe to Footy Era. Drop videos every week that are built for players who want to genuinely improve, not just feel good about watching. See you in the next one.